Sure.
What's up?
What's up?
Come on, Tom.
I have a question for you. Sorry, I'm on the phone. But so I run into a lot of how do you say, various categories of projects on a daily basis, and sometimes I want to share what I'm doing, and other times I want them to be interested in what I'm doing. So, is there a fine line between saying, check out the new work versus, how can I understand better what it is that you're looking for within this realm of like quick messaging? Because from my understanding, it's very quick. It's not a long drawn out email, which is what I don't really.
Yeah. Can I suggest? Always keep in mind that people go on the internet for three reasons, usually to entertain, to be informed, or to learn something. I'm putting a presentation on tomorrow, and the first thing I'm saying is, regardless of what you're selling and regardless of what you're doing, you need to fix somebody's problem. So what problem does your service or your product fix? And then you begin the next step is how to. So I'm actually doing a presentation tomorrow. It's 12 noon our time, which is an hour from now. I'll try and get the link. I don't have the link because I'm not running it, and I have to share it. I think you guys can just join in. But I'm looking at 8 different ways you can use content. But the first thing you need to do is you need to figure out what problem or what issue am I solving for somebody. So for me, for my grandparenting program, it's grandparents like me who really want to build a good relationship with their grandchildren that will last through the teens and when my grandchildren are adults.
Yeah, that's important.
And so my focus will be on,
that makes a lot of sense. Are you kind of doing like a trail of breadcrumbs? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm offering people information. I'm offering quality information. I'm answering their issues. 5 ways you can connect with your grandchildren online. And it's a short...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 250 posts. So I'm not...
So you're actually giving them something.
You got to give people something. So if you've got a new program and you want to go, oh, this is really awesome, and I want my tribe to share it or whatever it is, and you'll say, but what issue am I solving? What problem am I fixing for people? So are they lonely? Are they I'm a little bit of a handy woman, man. I have a whole set of pink tools, which is a constant joke in my phone. I've got a pink power drill. But I don't know how to use it. I got a caulking gun. I went down to the hardware. Other guys were hysterical, and I had to have a gap in between the stoves. So I went on YouTube. I couldn't even get the gluey thing into the caulking gun. I'm like, how does this work? Oh, damn it.
You should have did a YouTube search. You could find anything on there.
Exactly what I did. And I found this awesome guy, and he was really strapping, and he's like, this is what you do. He solved my issue. I got the thing in. I was as happy as anything.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
That was my issue. I went online. I was sitting outside on my veranda, and I had my phone, and I'm going to get this thing in, and it wouldn't work, and I'm breaking my nails, and I'm going, oh.
The burning question is, did you marry him?
Did you marry him?
Dan asked if you married him. That's great.
I'm not. I have somebody. Yes.
Oh.
You must be obeyed, I call him. Because
good night, Fran.
Good night, Fran.
Yes, she's coming for part 2, which is going to be awesome as well.
Yeah. So we've just touched on so much, and I don't think I've really gone through anything that I would have liked to have done. So I'm happy to come back.
Yeah, that's very nice of you. Thank you for taking the reins tonight, because we didn't have a topic. Kareem and I, we had all this planned out. And Kareem, I guess we should start testing people's Zoom connections.
Yeah, I tested his, and
and I was wondering if you did. Right, yeah, I was wondering if you did. Okay, because he messaged me Friday night. I was doing some work on the video, and he messaged me and said, well, I don't have a computer right now. My laptop has gone out, or it quit on him. His screen blew up or something. Yeah. And he said, I'm going to have to use my phone. And I said, well, your phone should be okay provided you have a strong Wi-Fi connection. And I just want to reiterate that if you're using Zoom on a mobile device, it probably is not the best option, because I don't know who developed the mobile app, but they're complete idiots. Because when I use my brand new Google Nexus 6P, which is has 8 cores, an awesome GPU, 3 gigs of RAM, it's an amazing phone, 32 gigs of storage, it can do 1080 video capture and 4K video capture, okay? It does not take, Zoom does not take advantage of my camera's hardware. So when I use Zoom on my phone, I look worse than I do on this 1080 supposed 1080p webcam, which I know is not.
Yeah.
So don't use your phone for Zoom if you can avoid it.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to say, because it's not very efficient and it doesn't work that well.
I agree. Yeah, it came down to, we tested it out and then it worked, and then he had some technical issues, which that's going to happen when you have 20, or 15 or 10 people connecting. There'll be some technical issues, but thank you very much, Susan. I'm going to take the last 5-10 minutes just to share our website real quick, if that's okay. Just get a real quick thing.
Sure, yeah, do it up.
All right. So Tom Clark, Tom, you still there?
Yep.
All right. So Mr. Tom Clark saw our website one day, gave a story, our old website, and said, hey, you need a better look for it. You need something that really says, hey, this is who Chris and Kareem are. And I agreed with him. And then we sat down, talked about our strengths, talked about what we know. And then he said, Chris, you're more the knowledge business type dude. Kareem, you're more of the education type dude. And then we sat down, wrote some services, some ideas out, and then the Power Hour has a new look to it. And if you're looking at websites, this is definitely one of what we had before. This looks great, and I'm really proud to show and tell people this is my website. It's exciting. And just looking at our story, I mean, we're just starting out, we're building the brand, but we solved the dilemma of people being on the internet, having a million things, not knowing what they want to do. And then I just say, hey, if you're confused, come here. And we solve that by creating a community of professionals like Susan. Thank you very much today. Chris, Dan. And it's great because not only do we do that, but we have different services. And I'm going to run through these really quick. I'm not going to take them out. But we have coaching and personal development services, starting from basic coaching to advanced coaching to a even 12-month program where it's exclusive. It's called Pay Me What I'm Worth. And it's going to really help you get back into balance if you're having issues. And I'll just leave it there. You can go check it out. We have entrepreneurial startup services. So let's say somebody says, I don't need personal development. I don't want to listen to Earl Nightingale. That's fine. But so we can interview on our radio show. This is a one-on-one interview. We'll just ask you questions, me and Chris. We can do a business presentation like we did with Susan here today, or we did with Dan for his blogging. We can do a business launch event for you. Let's say your business is already established and you're good to go. And maybe you need some video production because, okay, your business is doing well, and say, Kareem, I want to get out there. You can get a whiteboard video. You can get animation videos, and the prices are all listed here. You can get intros. You can get customized Camtasia videos, and you can get us as your white label service. We'll do all the work. You just claim the responsibility and then say, hey, I did all these videos, and the Power Hour will be behind you. If you don't have any of that, please support the show. If you enjoyed it, get a t-shirt, a hat, a phone case, and for whoever gets one of these free, I'll give them a free item for free. So if you get a t-shirt today, I'll give you a free hat. If you get a phone case, I'll give you a free t-shirt. I'll compliment that. And let's say you're like, Kareem, I don't wear clothes. I don't need any video things. I'm all good. I make $5 billion per year. Great. Well, you can never have too much advertising. Does anybody disagree? You can never, or if you're in England, you can never have too many advertisements. Don't know how that came about. But we have 3 different packages for advertising. One's on the bottom of our website. One's on the bottom on the side. That's the silver, and 1 is on the whole page. And the whole idea of this is
all pages of the website, Kareem. Make sure
all pages of the website.
Gold is the best value for your money, for sure.
Yeah.
Very much so.
And the whole idea of advertising is this. You might say, Kareem, how's your website doing? Because some people have asked about traffic. And while the website looks good, I wouldn't just tell you, like, hey, jump in. Now, keep in mind, this is a new website. And it's doing pretty good, though, because I can look at the reports on my dashboard. I'm just going to move this here.
That's the power of Shopify, by the way.
Is it going to load? And then in the last 7 days, we had 100 visitors, and 95 unique. So it's not bad. I don't think that's bad. That's not amazing for a new that's pretty good for a new website. That's not amazing for a website that's been established, but it's pretty good. And then I can look at different people that are coming through here, how they're coming through here, and then see that, hey, we're getting good referrals through Google syndication, through IBO, through Buffer. There's people from different websites coming in. It's not just we're not just spamming people. And then I can look at the last 30 days, how many people came in. And this is to give you guys knowledge. So if you say, why would I advertise? We had this month, or the last 30 days, 534 and 514 were unique. Does that look pretty good? Anybody thinking? And then if I look at the last 90 days, because I don't want to tell you just to buy advertising. I'll show you the statistics behind everything. We had the last 90 days, so 3 months, 1,646 people, and 1,434 of those were unique. And to give you an idea,
if we were getting that a day, that would be we need to get that per day, and that would be a good start, I would say.
Now, how we get that, we're going to keep blogging, we're going to keep advertising, we're going to keep showing this at the end of each show, we're going to keep expanding our services and what we can do for you. If someone wants to get some advertisements or advertising, I can put in a free session as well, and a t-shirt. And I want to thank you guys very much. I want to thank Susan, Day Authors. Thanks so much for presenting.
Yeah, very nice.
Sean from Honolulu, Dan Sissick, Fran, Tom Clark, my co-host Chris Peters, Rick Shannon, and I'm probably missing
Marsha, and somebody from 480-605-2216.
Someone on the phone.
I think that's Francis. No, maybe I don't
That's
know.
me.
Oh, that's you, Tom.
That's
Sorry.
Tom.
I'm
Okay.
double time. I'm on phone and watching it. It works pretty well this way.
Yeah, we can actually hear you.
All right, guys. So check out those services. I'll put the link in the description, and come back for Susan Part 2. And we're also going to get some more guest speakers and really liven it up so you guys can get good knowledge and have fun. Imagine that. You can't do that at school.
Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you. Actually, we'll see you Saturday night, this Saturday on the 13th. Susan, if you'd like to join us, as well as Sean, we're going to be doing Think and Grow Rich, Chapter 6, which is, just let me check what chapter that is. I should be remembering this off by heart, but I don't. What's Chapter 6 of Think and Grow Rich, Dan?
Hang on, I can pull it up really quick.
Imagination.
Yeah,
I do believe
that
it's
sounds
imagination.
right. But I can verify for you because I've got it right here. Give me
Okay,
a
so
second.
what we've doing with the Saturday Night Personal Development Series is, Susan, this was an idea that Kareem and I had. We listened to different audio courses or different books from different people like Napoleon Hill, Bob Proctor. We're going to be doing some Les Brown stuff, some Zig Ziglar stuff, Tony Robbins, where basically we just pick an audio course that we find on YouTube, and then what I do is we record it into the broadcast, and we put that up on YouTube as part of our personal development series for Saturdays. So that's how we do that.
It is imagination. The workshop of the mind.
Okay, so that's what we're doing this Saturday, and we're choosing. Kareem and I have come up with a bunch of different stuff for personal development that we want to feature from different authors and people who have succeeded. So people we're inspired by, and we want to share that content on our show because we know it'll be of good value to people.
All right. And I'll have some Alan Watts stuff after that. Thank you very much, guys, and have a good night.
Awesome. Thank you for having. Hi, everyone. I just wanted to go through how to get some ideas to create great blog posts. At the moment, I'm looking to put a series of blog posts together for grandparents to help them engage with their grandchildren and to keep their grandchildren nice and healthy. So what I've done is, you can see here, this is a Bing search, and I've searched a healthy mind. So what I did is I went down, I've had a look at a few of these, and I found one that I particularly like, which is called 10 Simple Ways to Keep a Happy, Healthy Mind. Now this is by a really good blogger, which I enjoy reading quite often. I don't particularly like the look of the website. It's extremely pretty, but I find it quite difficult to read, and there's all sorts of issues with the formatting, but we'll save those for another video. What I want, though, is I wanted to get some ideas from what the girl's got here. So I'm just going to highlight her first point, which is to eat healthily. And I'm going to Control-C and copy I've got. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it into my Word document. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to copy the URL up here. Again, Control-C. And I'm going to go back down, and I'm just going to put that at the end of my document. The reason I'm going to do that is I'm going to source or reference. This is where I got the ideas from. It's all very well going online and taking things and making them your own, but we want to keep our content 100% original. We want to do the right thing by other bloggers.